Live from the north side of Chicago, Wrigley Field. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Washington Nationals and the Chicago Cubs. John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. Man, Singy, he was on a whole different level in his last game. What an effort.
Yeah, Boog, he had that look in his eye from the jump. Really had the hitters guessing all day. So much confidence on the mound, and the stats back it up.
First pitch coming your way next. Pitching for the Cubs in this one, Justin Steele. What do you look for here?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Foul ball there. This one ripped, but foul to the right. That one missed.
Here's a player known for playing better in day games, which is not always the case. I mean, day games are different, Boog. Things change from game times to your daily routine, but he sure makes the transition look easy.
And that one is in the dirt, and the count's even at 2.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
That one misses. And the count's full.
Tough take right there. He swings at that more often than not.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Batting second, the left fielder, number 29, James Wood.
And now up for Washington, James Wood. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball 1.
Late with the swing there.
So far, all we've seen in this at-bat are fastballs. Look for him to slow it down right here ahead in the count.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. As we take a look at the Nationals lineup, we could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out. A lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing they can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
C.J. Abrams batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Lyle stands at first with 1 out. Fought off foul. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Now, Joey Wiemer.
Ball.
And the 1-0. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. And now it's Luis Garcia. In the dirt, ball 1. First and second, 2 down. Here in the second game of the series. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Suzuki going back on it. And that is foul. Two on, 2 outs. And a foul ball. The 1-2. And there's a ball. Line drive, base hit. Lyle around third. He scores and they have the lead. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds it third.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. A lot of hitters tell themselves line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything and pulled it into the gap nicely.
And now it's Keibert Ruiz.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got 1 run in. You got to try to get another 1 or maybe 2. It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. That's a base hit. Run scores. Backhand, but he can't pick it up. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The relay. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Nationals 2, and the Cubs coming up. Back here at the friendly confines. And on the mound for Washington in this one, Brad Lord. What's the scouting report on him?
Well, Boog, expect to see the ball in play with this guy on the mound. He's not exactly a big strikeout guy, so that means the defense will need to stay sharp. He's looking for soft contact, so communication is going to be key in this one.
Michael Busch digs in now. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Yep.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Hot shot, and he can't knock it down.
Batting second, third baseman, number 3.
And at first, now it's Alex Bregman.
No.
Bush on at first, nobody out. That
Three
one
run.
finds the zone. That's strike one. Oh, look at the stop. There's one. A sensational double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Base is empty after the double play. Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit.
Ball.
And that is out of play. Two down, nobody on. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And a count 2-1. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. And a ball and 2 strikes. Got him. That ends the inning. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. And they're down 2-0. Back at the ballpark, and he was brilliant last time out, but it's been a tale of 2 games, Siggy.
Yeah, Boog, he's really grinding through this one. A lot of game left to play, though.
Foul ball. Singy wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable.
Ball.
Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though. Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Just missed. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 3-1.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
Three-1 now. In the air to left center. Crow Armstrong on the move. And there's one down.
Batting it, the third baseman, Brady House.
Here's the third baseman, Brady House. close, but called a ball. And it's 1-0. Challenge from behind the dish here. And it's a called strike after the review. Still 2 challenges left for them. Oh, 1 down. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
And the 0-2. Ball 1 there. And the 1-2 misses to even the count. In the air, right field. Suzuki settles underneath it, and there's 2 away.
Batting 9, the second baseman, Nasim.
Up now for Washington, Nasim Nunez. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 1. Trying to bunt his way on. Bare hands it. Tough play. And he beats it. That's a hit. Great try there.
His speed was just clearly the difference on this play, Boog. I mean, he laid down the bunt as far away from first as possible and flew down the line. Almost got him, but not this time.
So the Nats lineup turns over. Here's the center fielder, Dalen Lyle. He walked and came around to score his first time up.
Ball 1.
Nunez, the runner at first with 2 gone. And that drops in for a strike. One now. And he hits a ground ball right side. In time to Bush. That ends the frame. So 1 left for Washington as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Here at Wrigley Field, now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Seiya Suzuki.
Ball.
Next one misses, and the count is 2-0.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes, no free passes. You can't allow that.
On the ground, and that chance handled. Over to first. A great play deep in the hole.
Batting 5th, the left fielder, number 8, Ian.
Ian Happ up to hit. The Happ daddy. Happ went deep in his most recent game. And that's
Ball
downstairs. Ball 1. That clips the corner. Now he's challenging the called strike. So the call will stand. So they'll lose their first challenge.
Ball 2.
The 2-1. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. High fly ball, right field. Weimer settles under this one. Takes it in for the out.
Batting fifth, the second baseman, Nico.
Here's Nico Horner. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
Next pitch misses way outside.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
The 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Another 1-2. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Bounces it to first, but he digs it out, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. And now up for Washington, James Wood. Left field. And a quick out, number 1.
The batter, number 5, shortstop.
Here's C.J. Abrams now. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Just a great slider right there. And I think the key for pitchers and what hitters don't want to see is if a pitcher misses with that pitch, that he misses off the edge of the strike zone rather than in the middle of the strike zone. And right there, excellent execution, and it finished up in a perfect spot.
Weimer in the box now. No balls and a strike. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Two down, nobody on. The 0-2. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Nationals go quietly, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Set for the bottom of the third. So up now for Chicago, Dansby Swanson.
Ball.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Yeah, that's a little bit high. Ball 3. Right through there for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Payoff pitch. Got him looking. And there's one down.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
And now the batter is Carson Kelly.
Hey.
Here's the 0-1. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Here's the 0-2. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Wood takes it in for the out. That's out number 2.
Batting ninth, the designated hitter, Moises.
And next for the Cubs, Moises Ballesteros. Outside with a breaking ball.
You want to be patient here. Try to work a walk if you can. You've got a big power bat behind you in the on-deck circle, and with 2 outs, 1 swing could put you right back in this ball game.
The 1-0. And
Ball,
that's too
no.
high. That
That's
misses.
a ball.
Ball 3. There's a strike.
I'm a little surprised with how patient they've been against the fastball. They've taken a few for strikes now. I'd like to see him show some confidence by attacking those pitches.
That clips the zone. That is strike 2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a payoff pitch. And that's ball four.
Take your base.
Up next for the Cubs, the first baseman, Michael.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Michael Busch, the next to hit. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single.
This batter gets described as a homebody because he loves playing at home, and historically his numbers back it up.
Fouled off. He was late. Ballesteros leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And that misses. And that is ball 1. There's a strike. And that's outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
The next pitch misses, and it's 3-2.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
So
take your base. Ball
puts
4.
runners at first and second.
Up next for the Cubs, third baseman, number 3, Alex Bregman.
Dangerous hitter at the plate in Alex Bregman. 0 for 1 so far.
Two walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Two on, 2 outs.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
That one outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. First and second, 2 down. Here in the last half of the third. That one missing inside. Payoff pitch. That one 95 to finish him off. Cubs strand a couple. They trail things here 2-0. Back here at Wrigley Field, and here's the DH for Washington, Luis Garcia.
This is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate. Try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
That one's in there. 0-1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. In time to get him. 1 away on the strikeout.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with the high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Digging in, Keibert Ruiz. Singled and drove in a run his first time through.
That's a strike.
The 0-1. Liner, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Up next for the Nationals, the first baseman.
And here's the first baseman, Andres Chaparro. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Hit on the ground to short. It's through for a hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
The third baseman, Brady.
Next to hit for the Nats, Brady House. Flied to right his first time.
D-Ride.
The Nats trying to break this one open. Top half of inning number 4. Out towards right center field. Base hit. Ruiz headed for the plate. The throw in. Safe. It's 3-zip.
Comes through with the RBI. Great approach on a nice pitch. Dropped the barrel on it. Stayed on plane completely through the swing and drove it the other way. Kind of have to tip your cap if you're on the mound on that one.
Runners at the corners here, one away. Nasim Nunez getting ready to hit. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass.
No,
well, he's just given
low.
up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Chaparro, the runner at third. House at first, one gone.
Yeah.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
And a 1-1. Ripped to third and caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. You hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Dalen Lyle digging in for the Nationals.
Ha!
Corners are occupied with 2 down. Hit on the ground to the right side. Corner fires over to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 3-0. You're watching Cubs baseball on the show Chicago. Ready to go, bottom 4. So up now for Chicago, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Pete Crow Armstrong.
Swing and a miss. And that is strike 1. Ripped, but it curls foul. Oh, 2 now. That
Ball
one
one.
missed. Oh, great stop. Fires to first. Nicely done for the out.
Up next for the Cubs, the right fielder,
Seiya Suzuki now at the plate. Rolled out to second in his first at bat.
Ball.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Out number 2.
Up next for the Cubs, the left fielder, number 8, Ian.
2 down, bases empty. And up next for Chicago, Ian Happ. Flied to right his first time. Happ
Ball.
lays off.
Ball 2.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Now
No.
3-0. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. One challenge remaining for them now. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one fouled off. Swing and a miss. Now 3-2.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it, it's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
3-2. The
Ball 4. Take
pitch
your base.
is outside.
The batter,
And
number
ball
2,
4.
second baseman, Nico.
So a man at first. So here's Horner now. He's 0 for 1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Happ off of first with 2 away. Into center. And that'll fall for a base hit. To third, in there safely.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boog. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Dansby Swanson stands in. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. 2 on, 2 outs. This one in the air, center field. Lyle under it. And that will end the inning. 2 left on. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Nationals 3 and the Cubs nothing. Welcome back as we take Look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Here comes a new arm for the Cubs, Jamison Tyone.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Wood leading things off and takes a strike. The Cubs bullpen with some action. Jacob Webb preparing to come on if needed. And now the 0-1. Up the middle. Nice grab. Over to first. And very nicely done for the out.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, C.J. Abrams.
Here's C.J. Abrams to hit.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one. No, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I'll tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
No.
Tyone, 34-year-old vet, a former first-round pick back in 2010. Lifted in the air, right center field. Suzuki moving under it. And there's 2 away.
Up next for Washington, the right fielder, number 21,
Joey Wiemer digging in for the Nationals. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2.
Ball 1. Oi!
Swings through the sweeper. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 3 up, 3 down for Washington, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Back here at the friendly confines. Now the Cubs catcher, Carson Kelly. And that one fouled off.
You know, these Cubs doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. The starter's pitch count is high because they've worked the count full against him 5 different times. Their pitch selection's been off the charts today.
The 0-2. That one to first. Not in time. He's safe.
Well, anything can happen once the ball deflects off the base. Do you get a good bounce or a bad bounce? Your guess is as good as mine.
And now the DH, Moises Ballesteros, walked his first time. Kelly gets his lead at first, nobody out. And that one is lifted in the air. Got it. Really had to move for that catch. 1 away.
Up next for the Cubs, the first baseman, Michael.
Back to the top of the order now. So up next for Chicago, Michael Busch.
Ball, that's too low.
The 1-0.
Last two pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Man at first, one away. To the right side. Can't glove it cleanly. Still slings it to second. There's one.
Yep, he
to
made it.
first, not in time. Great effort there.
Third baseman, number 3, Alex Bregman.
Here's Alex Bregman.
Ball.
There's a strike.
One. Ball.
In the dirt. The 2-1. Just missed.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Fastball for a strike.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
3 balls, 2 strikes the count. Swings through it for the K. The high heat too much on that one. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. This is Cubs baseball on the show Chicago. Back at the ballpark, let's take a look at some of the moments that stand out to us. Luis Garcia digs in now.
The designated hitter, Luis Garcia.
Hard ground ball, base knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single. So digging in, Keibert Ruiz.
Really nice swing in his last at bat. Shot a line drive into center field.
Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
And now the first baseman, Andres Chaparro, 1 for 2.
Well, the game plan for this offense has been pretty clear. They're being aggressive at the plate, but still finding ways to pick their spots without falling into the habit of being over-aggressive. So far, they're up to 8 hits on pitches early in the count, so that tells me they're feeding off each other, communicating, giving an idea of what that pitcher's trying to do on the mound. They're seeing the ball really well.
And that's in for a strike. The Nationals trying to break this one open. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Next offering is down low. Ball 1. And a weak ground ball to the left side. And it goes just foul. Garcia on second. Ruiz on at first with nobody out. And that one off the outside edge. The 2-2. In the air, left field. Pat under this one. And there's one away.
Up next for the Nationals, the third baseman, Brady House.
2 aboard with 1 out. Brady House digging in for the Nationals.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run. Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
And the strike is overturned after review. They'll keep their remaining challenge. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Close one doesn't get the call. 2 balls, no strikes. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Two on, 1 out. Stays alive. Next pitch is outside. In the dirt, gets away from Kelly. Throw into third, and he's got no chance. He's out. Man on second, 2 down. He goes down looking. Nationals lead 1, but they lead at 3-0.
Now pitching for
Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Griff McGarry on for his major league debut, and a moment he will never forget.
Better believe that. It's always so special the first time you get into a big league ball game. I did it as a position player, but for him as a pitcher, sure there's some nerves there. Probably don't want to squeeze the baseball too tight. Just relax and do what you're capable of doing.
Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. And that one hammered. That's back. And it lands in the basket. A home run. He crushes that one to center field. And they close the gap. It's 3-1.
For a guy to be able to hit a changeup with that velocity tells me he would have been ready for a fastball. Just impossible to cover that wide of range of velocity. But he does a nice job picking his pitch, and he gets rewarded for it.
Now here is Seiya Suzuki.
Inside.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the bottom of the sixth. This one in the air, center field. Lyle under it. And there's one down.
Next for the Cubs, the left fielder.
Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Ian Happ.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate. So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Inside, backs him off again. The 2-2. Payoff pitch. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. One out man at first. Nico Horner will come up to hit.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Liner, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Happ on his way home. He'll score, and now they trail by one.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Griff McGarry will depart, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. On to pitch now for the Nationals, Cade Cavalli.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
Swanson digs in. That misses. Ball one. Corner over at second, one down. And he takes a strike.
Not really attacking on the mound in this at bat. All breaking balls, so that makes me think they're not really wanting to challenge him here.
Still only one out here in the inning. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And it's second. Gets a piece and stays alive. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss, struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Carson Kelly, the next to hit.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
That misses off the outside edge. Two outs and one in scoring position.
A healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Swing and a miss, and the count is 1-2.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
This one in the air right field. Can't get to it, and this should score the run. That gets by him. And he'll pull into second safely.
Huge game-tying at bat right there. Came through in a big spot to drive in the run. He really let that ball travel on the outside part of the plate, but that's a great example that you can still drive the baseball that's away. Rip that one down the line for the double.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Moises Ballesteros, the next come to hit. He's a catcher by trade, but the DH here in this one.
That's the ball.
Runner at second, two down. Base hit center field. Here comes Kelly. He'll score and they take the lead. It's an RBI single. It's 4-3.
Big swing of the bat right there to give him the lead. That was clutch. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Next to hit, Michael Busch.
Ball, no.
And the 1-0. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Way inside, gets out of the way.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
Oh, look at the stop. Throw to second. It's there, and that's a great play. So they move out in front after a 4-run outburst. We're through 6 full. It's the Cubs 4 and the Nationals 3. You're watching Cubs baseball on the show Chicago. Here at Wrigley Field, top of inning number 7. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Jacob Webb.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Now a drag bunt, third base side. And that's a bunt single that was placed perfectly.
It doesn't surprise anyone when he gets on base by dropping down a bunt. I mean, this is just the latest example of him using his speed to his advantage and showing off his skills with the bat. That was very nice.
No outs, runner at first. Up now for Washington, Dalen Lyle. And that one fouled off.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Quick toss to first. Nunez gets back easily.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All this. Do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
The Nats with the go-ahead run at the plate here in the top half of inning number 7.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Just off the inside edge.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. I really think the outer half is open.
And now 2-2. Nunez aboard here at first with nobody out. That just misses. 3-2 now.
That's a really good take.
pitch. That one out to right. Suzuki coming on. Brings it in, and there's one down.
Up next for the Nationals, the left fielder, number 29, James.
So up next, James Wood, 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Swing and a miss.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, C.J. Abrams. 0 for 3 in this one. That one lifted to left. Happ turns to the right on the move. He's got it, and that'll do it. So one left for Washington. Score holds at 4-3. Set for the last half of the seventh. So up now for Chicago, Alex Bregman.
Alex Bregman.
Activity in the Washington bullpen. P.J. Poulin, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Varland also throwing. Swing and a foul out of play. That one pushed foul. That misses the zone, and that's ball 2. Ground ball up the middle, and that one handled. Tosses to first, and one away in the bottom of the 7th.
Up next for the Cubs, the center fielder, number 4, Pete Armstrong.
Armstrong in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss as that one was high.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
And they'll do it again. One, two now. That
Ball
one almost got him. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Two down.
Next for the Cubs, the right fielder, Seiya.
2 outs. Base is empty. Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit.
Ball.
Next
Ball
offering
2.
misses, and that's ball 2. Two down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Ground ball right side to first, and that is that. Cubs are down quietly, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the Cubs,
back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Phil Maton.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
Well, 1-run game. Now it's the right fielder, Joey Wiemer. 1 for 3.
Hurry.
Looking to get the tying run on base. That one not close. Now 1 and 2. Next one in the dirt. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. And that one's gone into the bleachers. And we are all tied up.
That's a game changer right there. Big time swing, and we're all tied up. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Luis Garcia will hit next.
No, down.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're at the top of the 8th.
Ball.
The hitters count the 2-0. Ground ball
That's
left
foul.
side, and that's just foul. Tied at 4.
mark.
And now 3-2. Payoff pitch. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Next to hit for the Nats, Keibert Ruiz. 3 for 3 with 3 singles.
Ball 1.
The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. On the ground to the left. Fires to first in time.
Up next for Washington, the first baseman, Andres Chaparro.
Andres Chaparro digging in for the Nationals. That one ripped but foul. Maton, 32 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Good job to fight that one off. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and that is that. But the Nationals are able to tie things up on this solo homer. It's now tied 4-4. This is Cubs baseball on the show, Chicago.
Now pitching for
Back
Washington.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. P.J. Poulin getting ready to make his season debut. Ian Happ
Leading off
getting ready to hit.
The left fielder, number 8, Ian Happ.
And it's fouled off. Late swing fouled off. Oh, 2 now. Just missed.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Here's a 1-2. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. And they've rallied from 3 back. It's 5-4.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Here's the second baseman, Nico Horner, known for his late-inning heroics. Base hit, and a man aboard.
The batter, number 7.
And here comes Dansby Swanson.
Swanson.
Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. Swanson thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. They'll keep their remaining challenge. The 1-0. Line drive, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Couple of singles back-to-back. Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball there.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Nationals pen. P.J. Poulin departs, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. Now on the mound for the Nationals, Gus Varland.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
First and second, no outs. Carson Kelly, the next Cub to hit.
Kelly.
Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-1. Traffic on the bases with one already in here, the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Ball.
This one in the air, right field. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Here's a 1-2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Baez in the box now. Takes strike one. The Nationals have some action going in the pen. Cole Henry, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Granillo getting loose as well. Corner at second. Swanson over at first with one away. Flips the corner. 0-2.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Runners at first and second with one gone. Got him swinging for the K.
Really nice job working both sides of the plate for that strikeout. Started him off inside, then away, back inside again, and that one set him up for that last pitch on the outside part of the plate that he just swung right through. Pretty smooth sequence right there.
So back to the top of the order, Michael Busch, the next Cub to hit.
Ball one.
First and second, 2 down. Two outs. Check swing, he held up, and it's 2-1.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
That one right inside almost got him. And with 2 outs and the count full, the runners will be on the move. And they're all loaded up.
Figure eight.
Number 3, Alex Bregman.
And in this critical spot, up steps Alex Bregman.
Look, this has been a good one. A really good game to this point, and huge opportunity with the bases loaded.
Ripped to short. They take the force out, inning over, and it could have been worse. So they get one, but end up leaving the bases loaded. Through 8 full, the Cubbies out front here at 5-4. Last chance coming up here for the Nationals. On the north side of Chicago. So they turn to their closer, Daniel Palencia. A chance at his first save of the year. And that is out of play. Off the mark there. 1 ball, 1 strike.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
And the count 1-2. That's a strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
Late swing, foul to the left. Here comes the 0-1. And that drops in for a strike. The Cubs trying to close out a one-run lead here at the top of the ninth. Going to count 1-2. Line drive, short hop to third. Bregman to first. Down to the last out for the Nationals.
Up next for the Nationals, the center fielder, number 4, Dalen Lyle.
And now here's the Nationals leadoff man, Dalen Lyle, as the Nationals are down to their final out. Valencia going for save number 1 in this spot. Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth. And a foul ball. In the air, out towards left center. He's got it. Ball game. And the Cubs hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a one-run ball game.
Well, this turned out to be an exciting, very well-played game. Always feels great when you can take the lead in the 8th at home. Come out in the 9th, crowd will be behind that pitch.